Representative AOC is going to be facing a primary challenger. Yes, someone has decided to jump into the volcano as the human sacrifice on the part of Wall Street to go up against AOC and get what I'm going to predict is absolutely shredded in this election. But we do have someone, Anna, and The Intercept has done a great job of putting together some of the information that we now have of who is backing this individual, Michelle Caruso-Cabrera. And so, really fast, we're going to give our commentary, but disclosures show that at least 24 finance industry professionals, including several prominent private equity executives and investment bankers, made early donations to Caruso-Cabrera, a former CNBC contributor. A little bit of information you should know about her. She was a registered Republican until a few years ago, authored a 2010 book advocating for conservative positions, including ending Medicare and Social Security, which she called pyramid schemes. And she has announced last week that she's collected nearly $1 million in fundraising over the first quarter, including backing from the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, which obviously backs a lot of progressive congressional candidates. Oh, sorry, I mean right-wing Republican congressional candidates who are there to deregulate Wall Street and stuff like that. Are you worried for AOC? Should she be worried, Anna?
You know, look, I'm not worried right now. She is popular in her district. Her voters seem to really love her. And I think these types of stories that really reveal who's funding Caruso and what her political ideology really is only going to help AOC. But the thing that does make me worry is, you know, even I do it. We underestimate how much power there is on the wrong side. And for all the negative feedback we heard from establishment Democrats in regard to progressive candidates who wanted to challenge, moderate Democratic incumbents, I'm worried that we haven't heard much from Democratic leadership about this challenger to AOC. You know, it's interesting to see that. But I would like to see Mama Bear Pelosi, stand up for Representative Ocasio-Cortez.
We'll see. I don't know about that. We do have one. So the DCCC, the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, says that it is prepared to help out both Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez as well as Rashida Tlaib in their re-election should they request help. So look, keep an eye on that, because we'll see how much help. Will it actually come? What conditions will there be? But at least they want you to believe they're being consistent in defending incumbents at the very least.
By the way, did conservatives go out of their way to find a Latina to go up against AOC? Or was that just a coincidence? I'm wondering.
I'm gonna guess yes. When I saw the name, I was like, well, yeah, of course. I will say, look, on name alone, Michelle Caruso-Cabrera, that is a cool name. And I think you're not going far enough, Anna, because you're right that they went to find a Latina. But I think that they also wanted someone with a hyphenated name.
Yes, I was going to say that too. It's incredible. A young, attractive Latina woman with a hyphenated name.
Well, I haven't seen a picture. I don't know if she's attractive, but yes, probably.
She is. I mean, she's a CNBC host. They don't, when it comes to women specifically, they don't allow unattractive women on TV. Let's just keep it real.
That's true.
Yeah. No, but I did want to just quickly mention, it does give you some insight into how conservatives think about voters or what appeals to voters. They think that the district that elected AOC is just full of a bunch of dummies who don't know anything about politics. They don't know anything about what impacts their lives directly. They just voted for her because she happens to be a young, attractive Latina woman. So they're like, let's just find a young, attractive Latina woman to put her up against AOC and she'll win, especially with Wall Street support. But,
maybe.
I'm thinking they're in for a rude awakening if they think that's all it takes.
I think so. And I have one piece of evidence on that in 1 second. But on the name thing, if I were to Google or go on Twitter and search for MCC, do you think they're trying to make MCC a thing for her to counter AOC?
I'm going to go with yes. I guarantee you they're trying to make it a thing.
Yeah. Okay, so really fast, a little bit more on her. Her book's name was You Know I'm Right, More Prosperity, Less Government. And you know that when a right-winger writes a book that says, you know I'm right, she's trying to reassure you that she's right-wing, by the way. Anna, do you happen to know who wrote the foreword for her book? Who would you guess?
Sean Hannity.
That's
Sean
great.
Hannity.
No, so that's a great guess. So think more economic right-winger, less media right-winger.
Alan Greenspan.
That is a great guess, but no, it's Larry Kudlow.
Oh!
Of the Trump administration, people.
That's incredible.
It's just amazing. And look, you might say it is unfair of us to judge her based on her party ID and what she advocated in foreign books. That's perhaps fair. So we should judge her based on what position she now has. And I would, but on her website, there's nothing about her policies. So I have no idea what she actually believes. What I do know, though, is AOC has less reason to be worried than some, because the new FEC filing day just happened. The Q1 numbers, AOC literally raised the most for House Dems,
Wow.
$2.7 million. Katie Porter with $2 million raised.
Get it?
Woo!
Love it.
She is
Love
really
it.
something, man. She is on fire. But yeah, AOC. And that's why I made the volcano analogy. Like, you were right. Maybe the media will rally around her, and maybe Pelosi will endorse her, but it seems like a human sacrifice from Wall Street. That's what it seems like to me.
Yeah, they're desperate, but I love seeing the political activism in districts like AOC's, and we need to spread that like rapid fire.
Yeah. And by the way, why is the Democratic Party, when they see those fundraising numbers, because that's all they care about, right? Okay, well then why not have more AOCs and more Katie Porters? Why not get more of those sorts of people that can raise money organically from the sort of people you want to raise money from in huge numbers? By the way, taking pressure off of the DCCC and other party organizations to have to defend them. They won't have to because she'll be able to defend herself. Shouldn't you want more of that? But of course, no, because the cost is too high.
Yeah, I mean, not only that, I mean, these are the types of candidates. I'm lucky they got through. But they challenge the power structure that the Democratic Party has enjoyed and appreciated. You know, we got to really think about this in terms of power and what really motivates certain incumbents and certain leadership to act the way that it does.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.